Hi, this is Dr. Michael Bogart with Aspect Ministries. So if I had thought about it, I would have done a step-by-step with this rose arbor or rose bower that I just finished building, but I didn't think about it at the time. So let me just describe to you what I've done. And the thing about it is, you've got to be the sort of person that doesn't like to spend a ton of money, even though what you build is not as nice as the professionals. You got to be okay with that. And you've got to be creative with the resources that you do have. So let me show you what I have done. This is my rose garden enclosure or bower. All right, so let me walk you through how I did it. It was this 1, 2, 3 rails up was the height of it originally. I added the top layer here as the base for my extension of it upward. So there's my upward extension. I used old fence boards and old fence posts. Went up about 2 feet or so there, and then another, probably about 2.5 feet there. I didn't want to put a complete roof on it. I did want it to look, though, like a bower. A bower has usually some sort of covering over it, so I made these rafters. The problem is that you can see that the space I had to work with was shaped irregularly. So there's this narrow part here, and then it widens out down here. And so I had to construct it so that the rafters adjusted to the width as we went along. So I had to do some calculations there for that. So you can see I made these out of fence rails. I've got them into regular rafters that are supported and braced. I've got a brace so that they don't go sideways or they don't collapse. I've got a brace there braced on this fence. The lattice was already there. You can see it's kind of aged. What I did was I added this kickboard for the fence and doubled it up. You can see it's double. And this is going to be my sitting area. I think I'll keep this big planter there, but I'm going to replace the rose because it's really old and it doesn't really flower very much. I have this bench, nice bench here, and I'm going to fix this upper area right here. I'm going to fix this up all the way around and make something nice there. Down here, I'm going to replace these planters. I'm going to take them out and put them someplace else, and I'm just going to put new dirt. You can already see I've got some new dirt here. And I'm going to just fill this in with new dirt and plant it. Probably about 5 roses in there and a new one in there. This is where we dump the droppings from the chicken coop along with the worn out bedding, the sawdust and shavings bedding of the chickens. You can hear them in the background. There's all sorts of good fertilizer in there. We dump it there and put that with the plants. Not too much, it kind of burns if it's too concentrated, but we use that. Also, there's another blue oak up there you can see, and there's a live oak, smaller one. And you can see that right there, under those trees, there are decades of decayed leaves underneath the grass. So I'll probably pull some dirt out from there. And between all those places, we'll have some nice dirt to fill in, and I won't have to spend a red cent. All right, let's take a look at the finished product. I'm going to show you bit by bit. There's my nice sitting area right there with a nice bench that I bought at the local box everything store that you probably got near you. And I've got a new rose in that pot, which should produce some nice flowers. I have gone around on the edge like I said I would, and my daughter-in-law gave me some sweet pea starts. She had more than she needed. So there's the sweet peas. Those will grow up the trellis. I've got some of the original plants back in, some succulents. And amid the roses up here, 1, 2, and 3 roses down there. I've got new roses in the actual bed. Let me stand back a little bit so that you can see it. There's the actual bed. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roses in there. This one's a nice one. It's called Oh My. Beautiful red roses. These other ones are also very, very nice. I've got some drip irrigation. I've got to straighten that out, make it more presentable. And I'm in my rose bower, and I'll show you what it looks like. So that's the rose bower. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it helpful. At the very least, maybe it was somewhat entertaining, but I hope that you can use these ideas to build something yourself that you would really love and get a lot of satisfaction out of. Thank you very much. Dr. Michael Bogart with Aspect Ministries.